Okay, hello. I know nobody will be watching at the moment. It's probably a little bit too early for most of you. I know it's been a while since I obviously uploaded or recorded anything, so first of all I do apologise for that. Secondly, let me apologise if the video quality or the sound quality isn't very good. Obviously, as the title may suggest, if you are watching this back later on, the video is being live streamed / live recorded, whatever you want to call it. So obviously, therefore, I do apologise if we have video quality that isn't good enough or sound quality that isn't quite up to scratch. What's been going on? Well, as many of you may be aware, the country is in the middle of Christ, this is going to be tight, of the coronavirus here in the UK, and yeah, this is going to be really tight. Might be killing a few of these cones in a second. Nope, they survived. Yes, so we're in the middle of the coronavirus outbreak here in the UK, and today I've been saving the capital, as in London City, one delivery at a time. So I have just delivered a load of toilet roll to Costco at Wembley. That is where you join us now, just leaving Costco Wembley actually. So if you live near the Wembley area and you want toilet roll, they have it. It's ridiculous. Basically, it is absolutely crazy how busy we as a company have been moving toilet roll. Of all the things we've been busy moving, it's toilet roll. It's like the last thing on my mind has been going out and stockpiling toilet roll. It's absolutely crazy, is the long and short of it. Let's just see what's going on. Are we seeing the messages or are we not? I don't think so. Oh, how long am I going to sit at this red light for? This light didn't really change earlier, so if I sit here a bit longer, I'm going to go through it, because it's just for a makeshift pedestrian crossing. No, not having it. I am not waiting for that anymore. There we go. Yeah, so we have been absolutely crazily busy moving toilet roll around the UK. It has actually been ridiculous. One day Costco Watford had 96 pallets of toilet roll delivered. 96 pallets, and it was all gone by the next day. They didn't have any left. That is ridiculous. Who needs that much toilet roll? Obviously, you'll all be aware that it's not just a London pandemic. This is a nationwide toilet roll pandemic. Can you get it anywhere? Can you, Eckers? Like, if you can find toilet roll, it's like finding gold at the moment in the UK. My local Tesco's hasn't got any. Well, my local Tesco's hasn't got much of anything. Toilet roll, bread, milk, paracetamol. I don't get it. We as a country are not running out of this stuff. We're not going to run out anytime. What is my phone actually doing? Stop trying to bloody focus on stuff. We're not running out anytime soon. In fact, we have more chance of running out if people keep going out and panic buying everything, because we just can't keep up to stock the shelves. Obviously, the UK professional driving laws have been relaxed, and this has been done in a move to help try and aid supermarkets, shops, places like that get their shelves replenished. So when I say relaxed, they're not completely gone, but they are now letting us drive for you could drive for 11 hours one day instead of 10. Your daily rests, you only have to have 9 hours off now every day, whereas before you could only do it 3 days of the week. You can now reduce your weekly rests consecutively, which is what I've actually done this week. So I done 6 shifts last week, went home, had 1 day off, come back in for another 6, and obviously I'll finish these 6 and then I'll go home and see how busy we are still with work, probably have another 1 day off and then come back in. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy, the things that are going on just because of this coronavirus. I mean, don't get me wrong, the coronavirus is a, what's the word? It is a dangerous virus. But in comparison to some of the other viruses that are out there that we have had for a long time, it's not really that dangerous. You know, to the normal healthy person who doesn't have any respiratory problems or prolonged illnesses, stuff like that, it probably will not kill you. It will just be like having a cold. In fact, I'd probably go as far, I mean, I'm no specialist, but I'd probably go as far to say that a lot of people have actually had it and not known that they've had it. It just felt like a cold to them. But obviously today is Sunday, and on Friday night, as of midnight, Prime Minister Boris Johnson basically enforced that restaurants, pubs, clubs, leisure centres, places like that be closed until further notice. They can still do takeaway servings, but they can no longer like have people sit in and eat, and this is to obviously try and reduce the spread of the virus. And obviously they've advised people, if possible, to work from home. I tried it, but it doesn't really work when you're a wagon driver. Yeah, it is a bit surreal. Everywhere's a bit like a ghost town. Driving last night, there was hardly anybody on the road. The only vehicles that I actually really seen on the road were other wagons. It's a little bit strange, actually. It's almost like driving on Boxing Day, or you know, around that time of year. It's actually really quiet. It's nice. So we are going to make our way to our nighttime park up location, and I'm obviously taking the most direct and quickest route to get there, which is through central London. Well, nearly central London. So I thought I would bring you guys and girls along, seeing as obviously we've not had any footage recorded and uploaded for a long time. Reason behind this is, one, I've just not felt the motivation to, and the second reason is because obviously I work at night, and with it being winter, predominantly a lot of my work, it is actually dark while I'm doing it. So, you know, I'm not really going to bore you all to death and keep showing you footage of the M25 at night time, because it all looks the same, to be honest. I do apologise if while I'm live anybody is trying to talk to me via the chat. Obviously, as you can see, with me driving, I'm not able to look at it. I'm not even paying attention to it, to be honest. Why are we in this lane then? We could have stayed in that lane, couldn't we? Don't I just look like an idiot now? But yes, so it's just gone 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning, so it will be interesting to see how busy or how quiet everywhere is. Oh, I could have been in the left lane. Normally I would expect to see quite a few people mingling around by now. It'll probably be busy by like supermarkets and stuff, because people are going to get in the queue to get their tissue and stuff like that. The regional distribution centres, this is something I wanted to talk about. They have eventually started to change what they do when you get to a distribution centre now. So for those of you that don't know, normally you would turn up, you would obviously back onto whatever bay number you were told to back onto, and then you would have to go sit in a driver's waiting room while they unloaded you. Now, due to this outbreak of coronavirus, they have eventually turned around and started to say you can sit in your wagon. So it's nice to see that they're actually taking stuff on board. Now, I know there is some places that are still making you sit in waiting rooms, and there are some distribution centres, delivery points, stuff like that, that are refusing drivers access to toilets. Now, that is wrong, and it is also illegal. It is a legal requirement that people provide access to toilets and washroom facilities. So it goes against what the government are saying, really. You know, the government have said you should wash your hands like more often where possible, stuff like that. Well, if you haven't got access to washroom facilities and toilets, you can't. I know all McDonald's, they no longer allow you to sit in and eat your food. It must be done via the drive-through. Brilliant idea, except I can't fit 13'9" through a drive-through. Not that I eat at McDonald's that much, like while I'm out on the road, but I can't fit, so it's kind of penalising me to be able to get somewhere to eat if I wanted to. I have seen, obviously, a couple of people sharing a post on Facebook basically saying, you know, if you're in McDonald's sat in your car eating your food and you see a truck driver turn up, offer to go through the drive-through for them, because McDonald's will not serve us if we walk through. So that's quite nice. Yeah, the country is actually starting to pull together, which is actually quite nice to see. Just there's still a lot of people that are being selfish and panic buying. A lot of shops are now telling people you have a 2-item limit, so you can only buy 2 of one item. So for example, you know, you can only buy 2 pints of milk, obviously if they're in pint bottles. I mean, you know, because you can, you know what I mean. There's so stuff like that. You can only buy 2 loaves of bread, stuff like that, which is, I like the idea, except once again it kind of penalises us long distance HGV drivers. So when I go shopping before I come back to work, I obviously have to buy a week's supply of my food, because I can't park outside Tesco's. in my articulated unit to do my food shopping while I'm out on the road. So I do it while I'm at home. Now, obviously, I'm away for 4, 5, 6 days. So that's 4 or 5 meals that I actually need to purchase. So if they're saying it's only a maximum of 2 of one item per person, how do I buy the meals I need to come away for the week? Because let's say I was buying ready meals, they're in theory saying I can only purchase 2 ready meals. Well, I need a minimum of 4 if I'm going to eat those during the week. I do like the thinking, but they also need to engage a bit of common sense into the way they are doing it, the way they are enforcing it, etc., etc. Let's get in the right lane, pay attention to what we're doing. So yeah, there's little flaws in the system. I know some truck drivers have had issue trying to get like fruit and veg and stuff. And obviously by people panic buying and the shelves being empty, I only get 1 or 2 days to obviously do my food shopping. So it's like, if the shelves, I had to 4 supermarkets that way, 4 different supermarkets to be able to get my food for this week. So if you if I'm not saying any of you are, but if you are one of these people that's been out panic buying and bulk buying massive amounts of stuff, have a think. It's not just the truckers that it's having a knock-on effect on, you know. Let's not seem like we're the only people in the world. Elderly people, they're obviously, you know, they're struggling to go out and get food, and when they go into the shop, some of the video footage I've seen on the internet is absolutely disgusting, of people fighting over toilet roll, fighting for it. It's like, come on, what have we become? Like, why are we becoming so uncivilized, but at the same time becoming a nation that's sticking together? It's frustrating is what it is. And then there's videos of people that are going up and coughing in people's faces or in close proximity to them. It's like, no, there really is no need to act like that. I mean, I'm not saying it's the majority. This is the minority of people that are doing stuff like this. So, you know, if you're not from the UK, don't get me wrong, it's not everybody in the UK is like that, but you know, unfortunately there are the majority that are acting like minority that are acting like this, and it's disgusting is what it is. But yeah, we're starting to get towards central London, as you may be able to tell. Obviously it's getting a little bit more built up around us, and I can tell you now, for a Sunday morning, this is quiet. This is absolutely dead coming along here. So it's really strange, to be honest. Normally I wouldn't expect it to be this quiet. So, like, you can't see it, but all the streets down to the left, there's just nobody out and about. It is like the zombie apocalypse. In fact, no, it's the Walking Dead. I reckon we all need to dress up as zombies and make the most of this. We really do. Let's not waste an opportunity here, people. Let's all dress up as zombies and go walking around the streets of Britain. You can't waste an opportunity like this. I mean, obviously there are still a few people scattered out and about, but you know, you just eat them, don't you, as a zombie? what else is happening because of this coronavirus outbreak? A lot of the truck shows are being postponed slash cancelled, which, yes, I can completely understand why, because once again, you know, truck shows are a mass gathering of people, and this is what we have been advised not to do, is have mass social gatherings of people. So yeah, I know Peterborough Truck Show has been moved to the August bank holiday, so if any of you are watching this that were planning on going to Peterborough Truck Fest, it has been moved to the August bank holiday, and this is official. It has come from the actual team at the Peterborough Truck Fest. I can't remember what name of the production group it is, but that is official. It is on their website, and it's also on their Facebook page. It is looking likely that that First Truck Show might have to do something. At the moment, they are currently monitoring the ongoing situation, so do keep an eye on their website and Facebook page if you want to find out any more. The truck show in Sydney, that has been cancelled. I don't know if it's been removed, but I know it has been. It's not happening. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff being cancelled, changed, moved, etc. And quite rightly so. You know, we're trying to spread the pandemic and the outbreak that is happening in the country. So there is a few people mingling around here. Oh look, Madam Two Swords on the left there. Oh, I wasn't stopping for them lights. Madam Two Swords, go see a wax model. There might be one of me in there one day. Yeah, right. I was actually talking to our lads the other day on the phone, and says it's been a long time since I came through London, but it is official that this wagon can safely enter London now. The reason being, obviously, I believe it was the last vlog I uploaded, I was telling you about the camera system that's been fitted on the outside of the vehicle. So a camera under each of the mirrors looking down the side of the vehicle, that's still working. I now have sensors down the left hand side of the vehicle, so proximity sensors, that if I am indicating left, they will become active and tell me if there's anybody down the left hand side of the vehicle. And I also have the audible warning alarm system fitted, or as we like to call it, the back chat. So basically when I indicate left, it will tell you, caution, this vehicle is turning left, but not in that cool voice, obviously. It has it in a really annoying voice. It's not too bad. You can't really hear it inside the cab, so it's not too much of an issue. But yes, so this vehicle, as in my wagon that I use all the time, that is now classed as London ready. So I am safe to come into London. Well, the wagon is. Great Portland Street is where we are, if anybody is wondering. You know what I want to know? Why can't I see any of these messages? Never mind. We don't need to see what's going on. I'll just let you guys talk amongst yourselves, or enjoy my complete and utter waffling, because I know you have all missed me waffling on. What else have you probably all missed? I can't do it, but here we go. Power! I know somebody commented on one of my Instagram photos about that the other day. We do go down here, don't we? Yes. Because I was out driving the horse box for Charlotte as she was moving horse yards, so I got given the task of driving that. Obviously I know I've not been uploading. I have been trying to upload pictures and stuff of what's happening to Facebook, and I've also been trying to keep up with doing it to Instagram. So obviously I do apologise that YouTube videos have become very patchy, scarce, non-existent. There is several words that you could use. Sorry, I'm just taking in the sights while I'm driving through it. I actually like London to a point. You've got to keep your wits about you, like, but yeah. Oh, traffic lights! Yes. So, that's pretty much what has been going on. I've just been busy working and doing more work and more work. Oh, I've obviously been making some model trucks, which obviously if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you will have probably seen the pictures of that I've been uploading. I've also recently just gone and bought myself a remote control truck made by Tamiya, however you pronounce it. And it is 1/14 scale, so it's 14 times smaller. You've got to build it and do everything like that, so that's what I'm on with at the moment. I've not long just started building it. Is this the way we actually need to go? Yeah, it's got to be. Sat-nav's telling me to turn around, but yeah, so it's that's the current project that I am on with, is building that, and let me tell you, she is a beast. Ooh, bumpy. British Library. Should we go get a book out? Somebody's obviously in a hurry. Textile rental and laundry service, St Pancras International Station. I think I may have come the wrong way because I've never driven past that before. Uh-oh, this lane disappears now. Yeah, St Pancras, eh? What am I, where the heck am I doing? I think I may have got a little bit lost while talking to you. Oh. Where are we going? Yeah, I think we might have got lost. I do believe I've took the wrong turn somewhere. Yes I have. Sat-nav's currently sorting itself out. Oh, where's it going to send me now? That, we're alright. We can recover from this, people. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering! Don't panic! So you've all seen St Pancras International train station, and as you noticed, it was very, very quiet. Not really many people around. It is. It's everywhere's like it's like a ghost town. Move over, bus. Thank you. It's eerie is the way I would describe it. Very eerie. What way do I want to go? 500 yards, I want to go right. 450, so it must be it. Yeah, it's... I'm going to take both lanes. It is very strange. Hopefully you're all well and you're all keeping at the the virus and keeping yourselves busy and occupied if you're in quarantine. If you've self-isolated because you've had a cough, fever, all the other signs and symptoms. I know my cousin is currently self-isolating because she's had a cough. So if you are self-isolating, hopefully you do get better soon. Yes, I'm taking up both lanes, people, because I want to. No, because I'm big. Right, I'm going to go right somewhere in a minute. Where are we going? Right, 230 yards. You watch, it'll be a blooming tight corner. Ah, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Come on, car. Just take up all the road. Thank you very much. Put the old left-hand winky wonky on. She might start talking in a minute if I go slow enough. Use the other side of the road so we don't kill the corner. Thank you. We're going deeper underground. We're heading into uncharted territory. Some of you may know this area, some of you may not. I definitely don't. Just winging it, winging it. Just hoping for the best, hoping it doesn't start getting really narrow and really tight, otherwise I'd be in trouble. Ooh. Oh, dearie me. Is it bedtime yet? Been on the go since 11 o'clock last night. I started at Dartford out of one of our collections. What are you doing, ambulance? Basically taking a load that was bound for Scotland. I took it up to Colsterworth truck stop, changed over with another one of our drivers, obviously come back down and then delivered me pallets of gold to Costco Wembley, and then obviously you joined me for the start of this video. So video vlog live stream thingy majiggy. All these pubs look very, very dead and quiet. Pret a Manger, they'll be shut. Costa, probably shut. Pizza Express on the right, that'll be shut. Ah, it's alright, cyclist, you just go through red light, yeah? really don't have a clue where I am anymore. 140 yards, it wants me to turn right. Really? This'll be tight. Hope you're all enjoying this. That wasn't that tight. What am I worried about? Pret a manger. Yeah, signs up in the window saying that it's going to be shut. Oh, Subway. Oh, that'll be shut. Yep. It is actually really weird. This is surreal. I mean, I know everywhere wouldn't even be open yet, like, but there would be staff in a lot of these places getting ready to open. Oh, Smithfield Market. I know where I am. Look at this, P&C Hamilton, boys. Really? You want me to go right here? Are you sure, sir? I don't think so, like. Not with the way it wants me to go. It gets really tight down here, like. There, that's a much better way than what it wanted me to go. It wanted me to go a silly way. Right, and we're going left here. Oh, you'll hear truck talk now. Get ready. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can. And that bleeping is the proximity sensors on the left-hand side. I think they've got a bit of dirt on them because they keep going. Come on, lights. Yeah, they're picking up dirt. Let's shut up, shut up, shut up. Thank you. What really annoying that is sometimes. Here we go, going left now. Oh, this is a pretty bridge. It's got gold on it. Here we go, we're going the right way now. I can see the signs of the river on the sat-nav in front of me, which means we're going the right way. Because we needed to be on the other side of it. So we've been vlogging for over half an hour. Wow. What I'll do is I'll get us the other side of the river, and then I think I will pull over and end the vlog. Because obviously I don't want to bore you all to death too much, and I've also had a few missed phone calls while I've been vlogging, and a couple of text messages that I need to stop and read as well from work. So we'll get you the other side of the river so you can see that, and then you've had a bit of a little tour of the north side of the River of London, I think is the way you'd say it. I don't know. And we've obviously had a bit of a chat and a catch up about what has been happening and what has not been happening and everything like that. Dee. and obviously we've seen how quiet the place is. Blackfriars Bridge. Well, I was supposed to be going over Victoria Bridge, but no, not Victoria, Vauxhall. But never mind. So, as we go over the river, oh, I'm going to have to move across into your lane now. Thank you. So I've got the London Eye down to the right hand side of me if anybody is interested. MI5's down there as well, I do believe. So, yes, we will, we're going left. We're going left here, apparently. So we need to, I'm going to need to take a bit of a few lanes, I think. So yes, thank you very much. Truck, shut up. Shut up. Right, so thank you very much all for watching. Obviously I do apologise, it's not been anything special, and I shall hopefully try and upload a few more videos now. We're starting to get longer daylight time now, and I'll catch you all later.